That's number 6 on major something. The 7th one, we just want to conglomerate the whole thing. Alright, that's rhyme. Rhymes. Now, there are 2 types of rhyme, or 2 areas of studies where we come across rhymes. We come across it in English language, and we come across it in literature. They are almost the same thing, but not exactly the same. They are almost the same thing, not exactly the same. But we are looking at the one for English. When you talk of rhymes, you are talking of 2 words that sound the same way, especially at the end. You know, people talk of homophone and all that. They sound alike, especially at the end of those 2 words, irrespective of the spelling of the word and irrespective of the meaning. That's another thing. We are not dealing with meanings here. We are not dealing with semantics. We are not dealing with semantics here. We are not dealing with meanings here. But we are dealing with sounds. And that is what rhymes are all about. When you have a word, for literature, when you have a line of poetry, a line of poetry, by the time I use literature display, you get it better. And at the end here, you have cook. Another line. At the end here, you have great. Then we have another one here. You can have bush. Here you have green. All right. Meaning there are some, this is a line of poetry, there are some words here. Now, cook and bush, they have the same rhyme. Cook and bush. If I want to transcribe now, this is, that's cook, and this is cook, bush. In literature, we say the rhyme. The rhyme. Then, look at this one. This one is great. So you want to transcribe, you have this. And this one, green. You want to transcribe the rhyme. So these two words rhyme. These 2 words rhyme. In literature, we call it A, B. Okay. Which one is 1? Okay, this is number 1. A, B, A, B. Meaning this one, the first rhymes with the third, and the second rhymes with the fourth. So we want to bring that one to English. And I believe that will make it simpler. So A, B, A, B. We can continue. It depends on the number of lines. if it is a rhymed poem, if it is a rhymed poem, there are some poems that are not rhymed. We call it free verse, not rhyme. But there are some that are arranged in such a way that you can have A B C D, A B, A C C A, and so on and so forth. But there are some that are not rhymed at all. But this one is A B. Now let's now go to our English rhyme. Let me jot something down for you. So the word rhymes with another word when it sounds. When it sounds at the end, when it sounds the same at the end with that word, the sound. A rhyme has to do with identical vowel sound, irrespective of the meaning or spelling of such words. Okay, let's be more grammatical here. Let's remove this. Rather than meaning or spelling, rhymes have to do with pronunciation. That's what it has to do with. It doesn't care about the spelling. It doesn't care about the meaning, but sound. Once the sound alike, you are right. So we want to see some examples. I've written some examples here. Maybe I will write out 4 words like options, then we'll be looking at the correct, will be underlining. Okay. All right. Let's quickly look at this before we go to general something. We are talking of rhyme. When you look at this one is pronounced first. So you are looking for the one that has the same pronunciation or rhyme that rhymes with it. It is this one. That is first and worst. The other ones are spoiled, drop, and trust. Spoiled, drop, trust. First, worst. Then the second one, will. Of course, that one is very simple. This is will. Because the first word is while. This is waste, and this is another waste. Now, this one and this one rhyme. This one and this one rhyme. The rhyme. That's woman waste. And then to waste something, to be prodigal. So waste. This one rhyme. But this one rhymes with this. Then accursed. We have accursed. Then we have here you have accrue. Here you have amount. Here you have spot. And there we have first here. This one rhymes with it. Accursed, then first. Accursed, then first. Now, most of the time in knowing the answer to rhyme question, then you have to be very familiar. You have to be very familiar with your vowel sounds. Now we have coffee. Now, another not to waste about that one is toffee. Toffee is coffee here, and you have toffee there. Because the first one is cold, the second one is crusty, and the third and the last one is forfeit. All right. This is flour. Then you have low. We have stove. we have trophy. Take note of this. Take note of this word. It is not trophy, but people talk of trophy. Oh, we won a trophy and all that. And those who drink beer, they say we want a bottle of trophy. No, that word is pronounced trophy. Please take note. Trophy. It is O. And by the time I give some questions, past questions on the on vowels that we mentioned so that we don't forget. These two words, trophy and gross, the two words are very dangerous. Trophy is trophy. Then gross is gross. Gross. But what do our people say? They say gross. Those are very dangerous words. There are some other dangerous words like that. But please take note of this one. Now, trophy, gross. All right. So we have the answer to that is flour. We have flour. One is FLOWEW. That's flour. The other one is FLOUR. Flour. Then here is another one. Great. Now, the first one is height. The second one is flight. The third one is freight. And the last one is grit. So you have this one. Maybe you don't know that it's freight. It is freight. Although it has EI, just as this one also has EI. But this EI is I. Whereas this EI is A. So, then we have plenty. That's 1, 2, very simple. We have plenty, then 20. T. Empty. Plenty, 20. All right. The others are gritty, comment, and sight. All right. After we are through with this, before I write, I will look at the vowel sounds. I will still give you other rhymes, not in form of A, B, C, D. I will just write this rhymes with this, this rhymes with this, this rhymes with this. And by the time you go to the exam, you will meet them like that. Then we have appointed. We have appointed, we have stoint, we have anointed, we have confront, then we have issue. That is anointed. Anointed. And the next one, we have gross. As I said earlier, please don't forget it is gross, not gross. But we are made to know it as gross by most of our teachers. That is gross. Please take note. GROSS is gross. But GROUS is not gross, it's grouse. That one is grouse. GROUSE is grouse. But this one, GROSS is gross. So it doesn't look like that, but that is it. So, and the answer to that is rose. Rose. Because the first one is drop, dross, and loss. Then we have bouquet. We have bouquet. We have spell. We have K. We have sword and truth. The answer there is K. Now you write down this. You write down these ones. They are rhymes. Here are further rhymes. Here are further rhyming words. So these are further rhyming words. Foul. Look at this one. This one is time. It's time. Just as you are saying time. It's the same thing, time. We have frame, blame, flame, chain, aim, blind, ride. We have number. We have slumber. We have calm. we have ram, we have o, we have do, we have cord, we have cord, we have right, we have right, we have right, we have right, we have sword, we have sword, S-A-W-E-D, then S-W-O-R-D, then pride, wide, disdain, ordain, roam, home, soul, loan. In my question now, I will dwell more on vowel sounds. I dwell more on vowel sound. I will dwell more on vowel sounds because you are unable to give sufficient number of examples. Although there's nobody who can give you all the examples. But because of the nature of that question, I will. So, questions of vowel sounds. With what we have done now, we are through with the tests of orals. We are through with the test of orals. We want to now look at vowel sounds and then phonetic symbol. I'll be writing phonetic symbol. Then I will be writing words. Which one carries this phonetic symbol? Which one carries this phonetic symbol? Which one carries this phonetic symbol? Let's first of all look at this. These are just 15. Let's give answers to them. From the options letter A to D, choose the word that has that contains the same vowel sound as the vowel underlined. We have gross. I have told you the other time that this word is pronounced gross, but we are used to gross. So the answer to that, take note. In case of you, when you get to the exam or you see it's not gross, it's gross. So it's old. When you are dealing with vowel sound, oh. Okay. So that's and grows. All right. Then we have stop. Now take note of it. This is moist. This is hard. This is feast. This is wonder. This is trap, and this is wonder. So we have this one. That's the answer. Then we have, don't forget the last one there is danger. Then we have spare. We have spare. Which one contains it? Please take note. It is breakfast. We don't have breakfast in English. What you have in English is breakfast. So it is this one that contains it. Because this one is spare. Then we have breakfast, not breakfast. Then the other two, this is chalet and this is beret. Alright. Then we have punch. The one that has it there is just this sun. Then we have birth. This is storm and this is courage. The correct one. This is beach and this is hue. Long hue. Alright. Then we have agoru. I told you yesterday when I was teaching that this one, this is by number 12. The one that looks like E facing this side. Swasand. That is agoru. Agoru. So we have to look for O there. It is this trophy. Please take note. It is not trophy, it is trophy. And this is how. It's a bird. A bird with big eyes. And this hop. Don't forget, by the time you put E there, it becomes hope. This hop. By the time you put E there, it becomes hope. Alright, this is room. Long room. So we have bush, we have oak, we have bow, and we have room. This long. These ones are short, these two. In fact, the three are short. The three are short. Then we have soul. We have soul. Don't forget, it's not seal. Soul. The answer to that no answer. No answer. Because this is horde. This is frost. This is story. But let's create an answer for it. Let's create an answer for it. This is soul. Then we can have this one. That's flow. Flow. Soul. Flow. This horde. Long up. This frost. Short up. This story. Long up. Then we have, look at this word. We have parent. Parent, not parent. Parent. Please take note. Parent. And which one has air there? It is this one. Two. Where? This one is where, this one is care. So, this one is fear, this one is there. This one has it. It has the sound. Air. This also has the sound. Let me write it there. So the two contain this one. But if this, look at this one. If it is this one that is underlined, then we are going to have something like this. That's what we are going to have there. Parent, not parent. Parent. So this one we are going to have it here, but this one is heir, parent. So the same goes for number 10. I deliberately put them there. This is series, English series, not English series, English series. So the answer to that is this. Yes, heir. I said it yesterday that is one of those dangerous words like P-E-A-R, also pair. Although we have another P-A-R-E, which is pair. Just as we have another B-A-R-E, which is bear. This one also is also bear. So we have series. No. What is wrong? So it's this one. That is bear. You know, everybody knows this to be bear. This is bear. This is series. Not series. So this is bear, and this is bear, air. Alright. And this one is long E, key, and ashwa. This one is by number 20. That is the last diphthong, ashwa. Alright. So let's come to this. We are looking at phonetics. You have 10 questions on this. 10 questions on this. Although this one too is 10 questions. This one too, 10 questions. 10 questions on this. Okay, but we have 5 here on the chalkboard. Alright. We have, I told you yesterday that this is SH. So the answer to this is chassis. It's not cha, but sha. And just as this one is SH, chassis. If that is correct, then this one is also, because this one contains it too. Don't forget sugar. Eh? Is that not it? It is sugar. Meaning this one contains the chassis. This one also contains the sugar. Sugar. It's only these two that are far away from the correct answer. Look at this one. Pathetic. There, time and stench. It is this one. Pathetic, this one is like this. Like your mathematical teacher. And this one is just like tea time. And of course, the other one is stench. So this is the answer today. This one has two answers. Why I may not give it to you like that, but just know that this is sh, and this also sh. All right. B. The one that contains is bottle. Is bottle. That's the one that contains it. Then we have two. Now, if care is not taken, you will pick the wrong one. This is bouquet. This is beret. This is drop, and this is asked. I said it yesterday, and I still want to repeat it. When you have a voiceless consonant sound, that's a consonant sound that is not voiced, and it is expressed in the past tense. It has ed. That ed is t all over the world. That ed is t. He asked me, why I did not come. I have dropped some money for you. Not what I have dropped. You know, usually we put TOPPED, but I have dropped some money for you. Any voiceless consonant sound that takes ed, the ed automatically changed to t, and you have to watch out. Now, like coughed, the man just coughed. He coughed twice. COUGHED, because k is voiceless and it takes ed. That's coughed. Then I have stopped him from coming to my house. I have stopped him, not I have stopped. But in writing, it is P you wrote. Sorry, it's P you write. I have stopped him not to come to my house again. So any voiceless consonant sound taking ed, that ed is t. So let's take note of that. That's the law, and that's how it happens. So for this one now, we have asked. But this one does not contain T in pronunciation, in bouquet. It's a kind of flower. Bouquet. Then beret. That's a type of cap you wear. And the last one is a very simple one. In a situation where you have a word that has CE, another one SE, that CE is so. But when it is S, it is Z. Like advice and advise. Like practice and practice. Like devise and devise. Like you know, we had a look at another like LOOS is loose. Then LOSE is loose. LOOS is loose. LOZSE is loose. So the same thing goes for this rice too. The rice we eat, RICE, like this one. That's rice. But if I say rise and let's go. Rise and let's go. That one is RISE. So the answer to this is device. So I want you to go and study these notes